students. Now in this session I will explain question number 8 and 9 of exercise 8.3 chapter 8 comparing quantities. Now what is there in question number 8? We have find the amount and the compound interest. So we have to find both the things, students, that is amount also and compound interest also on rupees 10,000. So principal is given 10,000 for 1.5 years. So number of years is 1.5 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. Fine. So according to the first sentence, we have to find the amount and compound interest for compounded half yearly on rupees 10,000. Now in the second sentence, they have asked, would this interest be more than the interest he would get if it was compounded annually? So see, there are two cases are given. Fine. In the first case, you have to calculate the compound interest for half yearly, and in the second case, you have to find the compound interest for annually. Fine. So let's first do for first case. So first case, what is the first case? So according to the first case, we have principal amount 10,000. Okay, rate is what? Let me just see. Rate is 10%. 10% compounded half yearly. Okay, half yearly, students. So we'll write this half yearly. And what is n? N is 1 by 2 years. So what did I said in my previous videos, that when it is written compounded half yearly, so you have to convert this mixed fraction form to a improper form, that is 3 by 2 years. Okay, so now we'll apply what? Compounded half yearly formula. So what is the compounded half yearly formula? P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 to the power 2n. Now just put the values. That is P is 10,000, 10,000 students. And 1 plus, what is R? R is 10, 2 into 100 to the power 2 into n is what? N is 3 by 2. So we'll write 3 by 2 here. Now let's reduce. Now this 2 will reduce. Now this 0 will be reduced, isn't it? So in the next step, what we have to write? 10,000 into 1 plus 1 by 20. 2 tens are 20 and to the power 3. Now we have to calculate this. So we have to calculate, and it will look like 20 would be the LCM. So 20 plus 1 to the power 3. So 10,000 into 21 by 20, 21 by 20 and 21 by 20. Why have I written 3 times? Because the exponential value is what? 3. So that is the reason we have written 21 by 20, 21 by 20, 21 by 20. Now we have to calculate it, students. We have to calculate. So the first thing, we have to reduce these zeros, all the zeros. Fine. So now what would be the answer then? So the answer would be, rupees answer would be 576.25. So this is the amount, okay, on rupees 10,000 at a rate of 10% compounded half yearly after 1.5 years. Now if it is an amount, then what would be the CI? What is the formula of CI? Amount minus principal. So what is amount? Amount is this, 11,576.25 minus what is the principal? Principal is 10,000. 10,000. So if we subtract, so what will be the interest? 1,576.25. So according to the first case, the compound interest would be 1,576.25. Now let's see what will be the compound interest if I calculate it in compounded annually formula. So we'll just give one dash here. Okay, now let's calculate it. Now for the second case, just a minute. Second case, principal will be same, that is rupees 10,000. Okay, rate would be also same, 10%, but previously it was compounded half yearly. Now we have to write compounded annually. Compounded annually, students. Okay, and number of years is what? 1.5 years. So this time we'll not break it in the, change it in the improper form. Okay, and you know that when it's compounded annual is written, how to write the formula? That is P 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. This is for 1 year, and there is more half year is there. So for half year, we have to write the half yearly formula here. Okay, this is where this formula you will write only when it is written compounded annually. Fine. When it is written compounded half yearly, then you will directly change the number of years into the mixed fraction form. You will use the half yearly formula and you will put it. But when it is written compounded annually, then you will not change this mixed fraction form to the improper form. Rather, you will write this formula. That is, this part is for 1 year and this part is for half year. Okay, we have done this type of sum in the previous exercise also. Now, what is P? P is what? 10,000. Just put it. So 1 plus R is 10 by 100 to the power 1, because this is for 1 year. And second part, 1 plus R by, is not R, sorry, 10 by 2 into 100 to the power 2 into half, because this part is meant for half year. Now we'll reduce it. This two zeros, and this 2 will be reduced. Now it will look like 10,000 into 1 plus 1 by 10, and this will look like 1 plus 1 by 2 tens are 20 to the power 1 only. So both the brackets are carrying 1 as a power, so we have not written. Okay, so now we'll solve it. 10,000 into 10 plus 1. Now LCM would be 20 plus 1, so that would be 10,000 into 11 by 10, 21 by 20. Now let's reduce it. Reduce these two zeros. Yes, now 2 ones are 2, 2 50s are. Now what will be the product of 50, 11 and 2 1? Okay, so what will be the product? The product will be 11, 11, 5, 5, 0. 11, 11, 5, 5, 0. So this is the amount. Now let's get the CI. CI would be amount minus principal. So 11550 minus 10,000. Okay, so the CI would be 1550. Now you have to see in which case the CI is more. So you see, in case of half yearly, compounded half yearly, CI is what? 1576.25, and in case of compounded annually, it is 1550. So how you will conclude the sum? You will write that therefore interest will be more. You will write therefore the interest would be more when compounded half yearly. Okay, always remember this. Compounded half yearly will be always greater than the compounded annually. Okay, in most of the cases it is more. Fine. So this is the solution of question number 8, students. Now let's move on to sum number 9. Now question number 9 is given. Find the amount which Ram will get. Okay, Ram will get on rupees 4096. He gave it for 18 months. To whom he has given, it is not written, but might be in some company he has invested. So he gave it for 18 months at 12.1 by 2 per annum interest, being compounded half yearly. So he will get very good amount in this case because it is compounded half yearly. So what is the principal that Ram is investing? So he has invested rupees 4096. Now what is the rate percent he is getting from that company? That is 12.1 by 2%, but compounded half yearly, isn't it? This is also very important to write. Compounded half yearly. So when you write compounded half yearly, you should always automatically your brain should think it on which formula you have to use. You have to use the compounded half yearly formula. And what is n given? N is given 18 months. So I said that if n is given in month form, you always have to change it in the year form. So how we will do it? 18 by 12, and that would be 3 by 2 years. Fine. So 18 months is equals to 3 by 2 years. If you reduce this, how to reduce it? 6 3s are 6 2s are 3 by 2 years. Okay. So now as because compounded half yearly is written, so we'll directly use a formula of half yearly, that is P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 to the power n. So what is P? P is 4096 into 1 plus 12 1 by 2% can be written as 25 by 2%. Okay, so in place of R we'll write 25 by 2 by 2 into 100 to the power, 2n. 2n. So 2 into n would be what? 3 by 2. Now we'll reduce. Okay, now in this next line we'll reduce. So 4096 into 1 plus, now this 2 will come down to the denominator. So 25 by 2 into 100 to the power 2 into 3 by 2. Now we'll reduce. Okay, now we'll reduce. Now we'll reduce this 2. Now 25 and 100 can be reduced. That is 25 1s are 25. 25 4s are 100. Okay, so that would be 4096 into 1 plus 1 by 2 into 2 into 4 is what? 16. 16 to the power 3. Okay, so now we'll solve this. 4096 into 16 will be the LCM. So this will be 16 plus 1 to the power 3. Okay, so that would be 4096 into 17 by 16. Now 3 times you have to write 17 by 16. Okay, 17 by 16. Okay, now let's reduce this. Now this number can be reduced by 16, so answer would be 256. And when you again reduce this 256 by 16, the answer would be 16 1s are 16, 16 16 are 256, and 16 1s are 16, 16 1s are 16. So what you have to find out? You have to find out the product of 17 into 17 into 17. So your required answer would be what? Your required answer would be 4913, students. Okay, so after 18 months Ram will get 4913 against this amount, against this principal, that is 4096. Okay, so he invested 4096. So after 18 months at the rate of 12%, 12 1 by 2% compounded half yearly, he will get this amount, that is 4913. He is earning huge profit. Okay, so that's it for today. God bless you all. Take care and stay blessed.